up? What up? What up? It's another session of Sports Talk 49 live and always exclusive on every streaming network, everywhere, and NSBN Champion Bay TV. You already know the man beside him, Mr. Caleb B, the Nigerian Nightmare, Coach CB, I should say, but we'll save that conversation for another time. And you know what we're going to talk about today? Buccaneers versus the Steelers' first preseason game. We're going to hear what Caleb's predictions are and who he's excited to see. Caleb, what's going on?
Nothing much, man. Happy football's back. 23 days away from college football, which is great. NFL season's coming around the corner. We're getting some games, preseason games. I really don't like to give predictions for preseason games because the winner and the losers don't really matter to me.
Same.
Some key things I'm looking for. I want to see if Mike Evans plays. This is the Bucs' first preseason game, right?
Yes, first preseason, and they said Baker Mayfield's going to start this game and Trash the second.
Okay, yeah. So Mike probably isn't going to play this first game. I'm looking to see Tristan Wirfs get 10 to 15 snaps.
Oh yeah.
I really want to see what that looks like. I want to see what Gedeke looks like at right tackle. I doubt that they play Jensen. So look, really, I'm going to pay attention to the O-line. I feel like all the kind of heavy hitters we're used to seeing aren't really going to participate too much in this first game. They probably play more in the second and the third, which is kind of typically how it goes in the NFL. Or they'll play the second and not play the third at all.
The bubble guys play the third game.
Yeah, but there's only 3 preseason games now. So now that third game is really a rest day where, really the guys fighting for jobs play. So we'll see how kind of they do it. I really want to see Tristan Wirfs get 15 snaps. I want to see his sets, his confidence level. I know we all know how talented he is. So really the key thing for me is because, again, if Mike Evans isn't playing and Chris Godwin don't play, Baker Mayfield's numbers don't really matter to me. I want to see his poise. Right. I want to see him not turn the ball over, see him kind of move the offense. We saw how stale the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense was a year ago, at times. And so see if we can get some explosive plays, move the ball a little bit, see his command of the offense. And I want to see Tristan get some snaps and see how he fares up.
Yeah, absolutely. I forget. Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of people. That offensive line, again, it's a whole nother change again. The excuse was last year was injuries. Now it's with new additions, guys moving from guard to tackle, right to left. There's a lot of changes on the line. I know you played on the line for 9+ years in the league, so you know what that's like. Communication, continuity is very important there. I know that's what you've been preaching for a long time. And like you said, that is what everybody should be looking at is Tristan Wirfs and how comfortable he feels at left tackle. You're still plugged in. What are you hearing so far about how the guys feel, about all these changes or Baker Mayfield, or have you heard anything?
No, I haven't heard too much. Baker, I've trained with Baker some years ago in California practice performance. I've hung out with him, nightlife and stuff like that. Like, he's a likable guy. There's nothing to not like about Baker Mayfield. I think the media blows up stuff more than it is as far as his personality. Guys like people. Tom Brady talks a lot of shit. Guys like people who talk shit and have confidence and who can go out there and lead a team. And I think that, more than anything else, I think he probably feels more comfortable and he gives guys more confidence. And there's reports came out that Baker is way ahead of Kyle Trask as far as the quarterback competition goes. And I think that's because he's so confident in himself and he makes the guys around him feel confident. And because he's been there before and he's done it, whether or not you call success what you want, but he's won a playoff game. He's had a winning season, took the Browns to their first winning season in like a decade or whatever it was. And so he's been there before. He struggled a little bit. We're trying to see if he's a starting quarterback in the NFL still. So I'm looking for him to win this quarterback competition, honestly. And we'll see where they go from there.
Yep, absolutely. And as you know, when I was on House of Yinzer, I had my high school friend and rival Aaron Curry is coaching for the Steelers linebacker coach. And when we had him on House of Yinzer, he talked about Dave Canales because they both come from the Seattle coaching tree. And he said Canales is going to be prepared. So we get to see his first time in action. He gets to coach against a friend. They consider themselves friends, they're in Seattle. And we'll see what that looks like. Caleb, I know you don't have a lot of time. Is there any final predictions or something you want to put out there or something you want to put out for the final thoughts in the game?
I'm looking for the Bucs to have a good preseason game, man. I want to see the offense flow. I want to see guys, compete. I want to see, the guys. This first game is for the guys who don't really they're fighting for a job right now. And so the first preseason game is always a lot of fun, and the last was always a lot of fun. Even though it's not the cleanest football, you see guys battling their hearts out to keep their dreams alive to play football. And so that's always like a special thing, and it's always a really, really fun thing. Pittsburgh, again, we don't really know who they're going to line up out there. We don't know if Pickens is going to play or their starting quarterback is going to play, and,
right.
Najee Harris and those kind of guys. So I'm just looking forward to seeing guys compete. I'm just happy football's back, and, we can watch some good fun, So that's really it for me for this one.
Definitely, and we'll definitely talk about the aftermath happens. Let's see what happens. It's easy to. It's not much to talk about pregame, but postgame, there's a lot to talk about.
Oh yeah. All
right, Caleb. I'll see you soon, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Caleb B, as you know, always here on the show. Let me fix myself in this box here. His friend, always to the show. Always got all type of insights with the guys around the league. Stuff we can't say, stuff we can't say. But this preseason game should be fun. I know a lot of people are going to make more out of it than it should be. And they should just take it. Football's back. These guys finally get to compete against other people besides themselves in practice. So it should be fun and exciting, and everybody should be just having a good time watching. You get to see a quarterback competition. You get to see a bunch of things happen here. A lot of young guys play. A lot of up-and-coming guys, draft picks, Trey Palmer, and you get to see, just enjoy the game. I know Tampa Bay, they love to get so much into separating themselves. I'm talking about fan base, between their loyalties to a quarterback. Best man win. May the best man win the job. Both are going to have mistakes. Both are going to have bumps and bruises. Each drive is not the same. It could not be the quarterback that kills the drive, but that doesn't mean the quarterback played bad. Somebody holds and kills your drive. Now you're 2nd and 20, 3rd and 15. You're behind the chains now, and your line's got to hold the ball longer to deliver a pass. You get sacked because your line can't hold up. I mean, there's a lot of intangibles in football, and for somebody to just write off trash, and the dude had under 40, under 30 throws his entire time in meaningful games is just not enough to just write somebody off, and with starters, not with guys who ain't gonna make the roster. And he can throw it. The guy's a competitor. The thing I like most about Trask is that he adds a scrambling element to the game. If you go back and watch the Florida Gators when he was in the red zone, they did quarterback draws and stuff with him. The guy knows how to score with the ball in his hand, and he obviously knows how to throw. He knows how to run or pass. You just have that option. Not say Baker Mayfield can't do it, but Trask is more inclined to do so. He's comfortable doing it. It's just it's part of his game. So, as I said on House of Yinzer yesterday, I think the Steelers win. It's a close game. Again, like Caleb said, I don't care who really wins the game. I just want to see people get out there, compete, work their craft, get to see them play well, and come out healthy. That's the big thing. It's the first thing I'm looking at. Who got hurt? Nobody? That's a win. Then I'll look at everything else. Otherwise than that, it's not a whole lot to talk about before a game. But after the game, with clips and stuff like that, we'll talk about it. And it's going to be fun because in the Buccaneer chat groups, a lot of people are just so negative about everything. So we'll see. And this is it. So I'm going to put this up too. It's a pretty good chat by Bucks Wire and Steelers Wire. It's a pretty good pregame thing for preseason. Well, it's pretty good artwork right there. Looking forward to that. But that's all we really got. We'll talk more about it post-game, see what we can get on the show to talk more about it. And we'll see you guys next time. I'm Blake Anthony. This is Sports Talk 49, and we'll end this as we always do. You're the master of everything what you do with your life. What you do with it is entirely up to you. Thank you, guys. God bless, and as always, fire those cannons.
Hey, you know what's funny? When I look back at all those people who said I wasn't smart enough, that I wasn't talented enough, now you want to support me? Now you want to see the hard work I put in? Man, always remember the best work that gets done is when nobody's watching. Just remember one thing, never sleep on me. At the top I say